All right, I think we're live. I didn't realize when I wrote this stuff up here it was going to be backwards. I should have wrote it backwards so you guys can actually read it. I could write it in the comments maybe actually. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. It's my first live video on YouTube. Hope you can see everything okay with this little device that I have. Excellent. Thank you, Dan. How are you? Thank you so much. Let's see. Just writing my email in the comments here. I don't know if I can pin it in the conversation or anything. Aha, there it is. Pin message. So that should be pinned now. So if anybody wants to contact me, ask me any questions, anything like that in the future, that's my email. Email me anytime. Be more than happy to chat. Be glad to. Yes, it definitely has gotten very, very large. I enjoy it. It's probably going to help me a little bit in Chazy, New York this weekend, or Plattsburgh rather. For the big dig here. Juice. How you doing, Juice? Thanks for joining. Thanks for hopping in. I appreciate you. Everybody stopping by. So yeah, I'm going to be camping. So most people are doing hotels. I'm going camping with a couple friends. So the cold weather the beard will help to keep my my face warm. Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, please let me know. I think this is really cool. The actual first live videos for metal detecting I ever really watched was Juice. Can you dig it? Metal detecting. So you've definitely inspired me, Juice. So I thank you for that on doing a live video because I thought it was really cool to get together and talk to everybody. And, you meet with everybody on a different aspect. Jason, how you doing, bud? How's it going? It's been pretty good. I don't know if can you hear me okay? Am I being too loud? Anything like that? Let me know. Obviously, you can adjust your volume, but just want to make sure everyone can hear me okay and stuff like that. Jason's a local to me here in Massachusetts. We met one time and by my work, and I was metal detecting. And excellent. Thank you, Jason. And he had came over and we met each other, and he happened to be a metal detectorist as well. And it's, kind of a small world type thing. Never know. Awesome. Thank you. Yes, he sure is, Dan. He sure is, Digger Dan. He's a very cool guy. I love his videos. Entertaining to watch, really. And but he's just an awesome dude. The video he put out a few days ago, what he does on Saturdays, helping the homeless, stuff like that. That's a true hero right there. Juice, kudos to you, man. It's an awesome thing to be able to give back to the community, and I thank you for doing that very much. Oh, nice, Joe. My name is Chris. So I am Chris D'Souza is my real name. It is not Wicked Digger, but so it's Chris, my name. I've been into the metal detecting hobby now for a little over 3 years. And basically since the first time I started doing it, that was it. That's all it took. Watched a few videos of guys. Hoover Boys was probably one of the first ones. Aqua Chigger. And then after that, forget about it. I got one in my hand and started swinging and couldn't stop. Oh, that's awesome, Jason. That is awesome, man. Juice does every Saturday. He gets all, essential things and, water and toothbrushes, toothpaste, and cans of food and stuff like that for everybody is really, really cool to see. Can you dig it? I just got these shirts done. I only got a few done because I wanted to see how they were going to come out, and they came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. I will be selling them at one point, of course, but I'm also going to be doing giveaways. So right now I'm at like 302 or 303 subscribers, I think. So I'm definitely going to be doing a giveaway with a shirt at 500. But email me, contact me. Like I said, I pinned my email there. Hopefully you guys can see it. I can't see it on my screen, but hopefully it's pinned on your screen. So if you want to contact me. I'll get you a shirt. I got a sweatshirt too, so I only got one sweatshirt and I got a few shirts. So I'd have to get you size and stuff like that, of course. So that would be awesome, Juice. I would appreciate that, man. That would be so cool. I'm definitely gonna be sending some out. So we'll definitely keep in touch about that. Definitely, like I said, email me or whatever. I mean, I don't know who here is on Facebook or everybody. I do have a Facebook page too. You're more than welcome to join me on there. You can contact me through there, all that stuff. So. Set to meet. What pinpointer do you recommend? Andrew, I hope I'm not missing anything here too. Andrew, I really honestly, I recommend the Garrett AT Pro, the AT series, the orange Garrett Carrot pinpointer. I have had a couple cheaper ones, knockoff ones. I even have the Nocta one, the Pulse Dive, and I honestly don't really care for the Pulse Dive very much. I just got a new Garrett Carrot. Actually, haven't even used it yet. I will be using it for the first time in Chazy up in New York. So I definitely recommend the Garrett. Sensitivity wise, it's there. It probably picks up the farthest from that I've noticed from my personal experience, anyhow, from other pinpointers. It's really accurate, and it's pretty reliable. I've had mine now for 3 years, and I've just absolutely worn through it like crazy. So, yeah, the Pulse Dive is it's bulky. The holster for it's huge. The pinpointer itself is huge. And the only thing I liked about it is that it pairs with the Simplex headphones. So if I want to be night digging, that's usually when I use that pinpointer, is if I'm doing any night digging and I don't want to disturb the neighbors or anything like that, because I have old land right where I live, Yeah, that's awesome, Dan. Yeah, you were just saying that the other day. Yeah, that's definitely another one of my hobbies, something I enjoy doing, and I don't do it all that often, just because, polishing rocks I do a little more often than rock hounding, but I do like rock hounding, and that's where the polishing came from, basically. But I don't have it too many places real close to me. It's not like metal detecting where I can go up to, the farm that I have that's 3 minutes up the street from my house, or a house across the street that somebody lets me metal detect. I have to go to like Maine, take like a 5-hour ride to Maine to really go find some good rock hounding places, We might be, Dan. I think so. We might be. The TRX, I've heard that's a real good one too. You're very welcome. Yeah, I've heard the TRX. I haven't used that one myself, but I heard that's a real good pinpointer as well. My favorite music would definitely be rock and roll. I guess classic rock and roll. I really like rock and roll and probably, like heavy metal, but Led Zeppelin. I don't know if you could see up here and over here. I love Led Zeppelin. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. And so classic rock and roll. I mean, I was brought up, my mom used to tell me that she used to put me to bed listening to the Doors when I was in my crib. So I guess it's always been, rock and roll to me, All right, Joe, sounds good. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Hopefully the boy sleeps good tonight. I know my kids are laying down. Hopefully they're sleeping. I don't know if they're laying down, but they should be sleeping by now. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, Dan. Somebody called on you. I've never had an issue like that, where anyone said, hey, you got to get out of here, or, had anyone call the cops on me or anything like that. Um, if it ever does, it does. It is what it is. But I try to get permissions to wherever I go, I guess. I've been to a couple of schools and stuff around here without asking, but it's a ball field, stuff like that. All the local public places. But I don't do that a whole lot anyhow. I fortunately, the big farm permission that a lot of my videos come from, it's 100 acres, and when I got permission there, the owner has had the farm since 1980 and no one ever metal detected it. So I've been so fortunate and lucky to have that place and have it so close to me that, there's, with 100 acres, I go over it all the time and I'm always finding stuff. 6 times. Holy cow. I've been called on taking pics of the trail. Wow, that's crazy, Jason. I couldn't believe. I'd be shocked, I think, if somebody was taking pictures of me. It'd be weird. You want me to sign the autograph for you? Print it out like a Polaroid? Yeah, that's crazy. I've had people like staring at me, definitely, but nothing too crazy. I've had there's a Medfield State. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Find anything good there, Jason? That'd be pretty interesting to see what would come out of there. Yeah, that's it, Dan. There's right across the street from me. It's a 2-acre lot, and when I look at old maps in the late 1800s, there were 2 houses on that corner of the street, and it's right across the street from me. So I found out who the landowner was, and he gave me permission to go there. And so it's right at a very busy intersection. And every time that I've been there, there's people who drive by just like slow staring. I did have one guy last week just shout out. He's like, "Hey, did you get anything?" I said, "Oh yeah, I have, yeah." And that's about the most that's happened to me. That's awesome. The juice is on the loose, right? It's like, get out of here! Come on. The people always seem to think we're doing like the worst thing in the world. It's like, dude, I'm digging like a small hole. It's not very big, and I'm filling it back in to find history that's rotting away. It's not. It's not a bad thing that's going on here. But they always think, it's like when you get the no's at the houses from people that you might door knock and say, hey, I always give them a big spiel, about my love for history and how I picked up metal detecting and this and that. And I had one guy look at me and just go, absolutely not. I said, okay, thank you. And you could tell right away, he was like, this guy wants to dig holes in my yard. Yeah, I don't think so. And I've been lucky in that way too, where I have only had a few no's. I've been very lucky with pretty much everyone that I ask has said yes to me. So it's been great. Like my big farm permission that I do over here right down the street from me, I give him like everything I find, and he's putting everything together for a big display of the history of the farm. So that to me is really cool that he's doing that. It's his property. He gives me permission to go there. I'm very lucky too. And I do keep some stuff too, but I, give him 95% of everything. So. Yeah, of course, Dan. Yeah, it's always like that, right? They just like in state forests and stuff, that are all protected and you're not allowed to dig in and stuff like that. The same thing with there. They let people ride four wheelers or dirt bikes and jeeps through the woods, and they tear everything up and leave big ruts and stuff. But I can't dig a little hole that I'm going to fill back up. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. I even talked to. I went as far as, and Jason would be familiar with Rentham State Forest over here in Massachusetts. I even went as far as talking to. I talked to the head ranger of the forest. Then he recommended that I talk to the archaeologist that runs that forest that works in Boston. And I contacted her. I called her and tried to get permission to go inside Rentham Forest and metal detect and find history, and then I would donate it and stuff like that. And she was absolutely not having it. Really? I mean, I have been in there. When I was working at Mom's, I used to go behind Mom's that bordered the forest, and I used to just go in there, and I found a few things in there, nothing too crazy, but I found a lot of oxen shoes. I didn't have any problems while I was in there too, but yeah, Dan, you're definitely right about that. Mass does have harder laws on it. I mean, there's even some towns that don't even want you metal detecting in their town at all, no matter what. Which is, and it's usually the really old good towns that you would love to detect in, of course. You know. Yeah, it is. I did find a couple old cellar holes out there, Jason. Like I said, I found a few oxen shoes. I found a couple files that were probably used for oxen as well. And I found a Model T Valsim cap in the middle of the woods. So, but that I think that was about the extent of it. But oh wow, yeah, Massasoit is anything that's DCR, Department of Conservation and Recreation protected. You're not supposed to metal detect in. I have actually gone to Massasoit. I called them one time and they told me no problem. They said I can go. I said I want to see if I could metal detect the state forest, and I wanted to call to try to get permission. And the woman I talked to on the phone said, "Yeah, no problem. Go right ahead." And I was never. Um, yeah, he's 11 years old, Dan. He's 11. Yeah, and but I never been bothered inside Massasoit. Um, but you can detect the beaches of state forests in Massachusetts. Wow, that's crazy. I've never really been to Rhode Island to go detecting. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Get the beep out. Appreciate it very much. Thank you for joining us tonight. Um, like I said, I'll just a little reminder. If it's pinned and you see it, my email is on there. It's here backwards too. If anyone wants to contact me, ask me any questions, anything like that, get a shirt, stuff like that, contact me through that email, cdesouza13@gmail.com. And, we'll, if you ever want anything or anybody that's local to me that wants to get together and detect, I'd love to do that sometime. Absolutely. Oh, it's not backwards on your screen. Okay, good. Because it's backwards on my screen because of the way the camera's looking. So that makes sense. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. So I've been all day. I've been trying to get ready for the trip. So I'm real excited. Is anybody here going to Digstock? If you are, just comment you're going. I guess. I went to Pound the Ground a couple of years ago. It's at the same site, and I've been so excited to go to Digstock, and it hopefully is going to turn out real good. They made some really great maps that they actually just sent out at 8 o'clock tonight. Um, of the playing field, basically, of where all the fields. They put sites down where the home sites were from old maps and stuff like that. So it's really planned out well this time, a little better than last time. And so going up Friday morning, we'll be there all weekend. So I might do a live video from there, maybe on my very first dig or something like that. And, just kind of show everybody, all the people that are there in the fields that we're hunting and stuff like that. But I'll definitely record some footage, of course, and hopefully get some good finds and some good video for you guys. I got them from Vistaprint. They were. This was a photo that I have from my farm permission, which is cool because up here, I think it's up here, has like the barn on here. So I mean, the house is out of the way; you can't see the house, but it's got a picture of the barn in the field. It's a picture I took with my phone one day, and I said, I'm going to use that as a picture. And then my very talented niece, I asked her, because she's a very good artist, I asked her to make an avatar of me, and she did an awesome avatar, which some of you may have seen or may not have. But I think I'm going to also come out with some shirts with the avatar. And I think of almost putting the avatar in the front and this picture in the back. So it might be a two-sided shirt eventually. I'm just still testing the waters with it a little bit here. Yeah, I hear you, Dan. I didn't even realize that this hunt was going on until maybe a month ago or something. I happened to see a video on YouTube and somebody mentioned it, and I went, oh my God, I looked into it, and lucky enough, I was able to go. So I'm going to take advantage of it because it's not too often you get to do stuff like that. Yeah, Joe, try next year. I mean, they're really cool because you're digging in real historic places for the most part, like this is. More of 1812 activity, a lot of home sites, stuff like that. So you never know what you're going to find. But one thing you're going to find is a lot of people doing the same thing as you are. And it's just a huge detecting family. And it's awesome. It's cool to meet some of these people that you see on YouTube videos that, you watch their videos from the beginning, or you kind of look up to, I don't know if anybody saw the most recent Hoover Boys video, probably, but hunted in the water, but the 8 real that they got and the gold rings and stuff like that. You see some of that stuff. It's you kind of go, wow, that's cool, man. And it's nice to see them and meet them and talk to them about that stuff too. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that very much. My favorite YouTubers, honestly, everybody that's in here, I love watching all your videos. So we could definitely start with that, 100%. I may not watch stuff every day. Of course, I'm busy like everybody else, working, doing videos, this and that, everything else, family, stuff like that. But I try to watch everybody's videos every day. Sometimes I get, I have to get caught up and I might watch 2 or 3 in a row from the same people and then get back on the other ones. But everybody here, definitely. I do enjoy watching Hoover Boys. I love Dig and Duo. They're out of New York. Dig and Duo is awesome. They find some really good stuff. The House is another great channel. I enjoy watching their channel big time. There's a lot out there for sure. And a lot of guys that I've seen that don't really come anymore. Or have changed the channel style a little bit or something like that. I used to love watching JD's variety channel. Then he kind of disappeared for a while. Then started making some other videos, and I haven't seen anything from him in a while, actually. It's a good question, by the way. I'm just trying to read back at some of these comments. Seated hunt, Digger Dan. That's awesome. That's awesome. I enjoy seated hunts. There's going to be a seated hunt up here in New York this weekend too. And I went to a seated hunt one time on a beach. That was fun. And the penguin dig over here. So Yeah, I enjoy that. Seeded hunts are awesome. I mean, almost all the time guaranteed to get silver because they are seeded in there, you know. Park Rat Pat. Okay, no kidding. All right, maybe I'll contact him and send him a little photo. I definitely want to get stickers. That's one thing that's definitely been on my list. When I looked at Vistaprint, and I think we talked about this a little bit the other night on your live chat. Vistaprint was so expensive. It was crazy. I was like, oh, I don't know about that. But I want to get stickers up big time. I'll send you guys all stickers for sure. Yeah, Dan, same here. Definitely. There's a lot of days that I just sit and watch videos all day while I'm doing stuff. I could be doing dishes and laundry or whatever, sitting around or whatever. I just always, a lot of times I'm just always watching videos. Oh, nice. Good luck, Jason. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for popping in here, bud. It's good to see you. Yeah, you're right, Dan. Emma does kick her dad's butt almost all the time. The stuff she pulls out is amazing. But they both definitely together get a lot of great stuff. But yeah, it's funny. She's been getting a lot of good stuff this year, as a matter of fact. A lot of good stuff. I don't do too much beach detecting. There's probably 3 or 4 videos of mine that are beach, maybe. I should probably do more of it. I think about it once in a while. But I really love relics. That's probably, and I'll get to, can you dig it? I'll get to your answer there in one moment. Best find of 2021. Might need me a second to think about that. I do enjoy finding relics. I love finding things. The older, the better they are. And you just don't get that in the beaches too much, especially around here. But you do get gold rings and jewelry, which is fantastic. And I have gotten a couple of rings on the beach, times that I've hunted. So it does pay off. And one good thing about the beach, especially for around here in Massachusetts, when everything is frozen, the beach usually isn't. You can go there and you can go dig all year round on the beach, which is awesome. Hey, Ron. Ron Just Digging Life popped in. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us. Just reading some stuff here. Geez, my best find of 2021. That really is a tough one. I'm trying to think. I brought some stuff in to show too, just to kind of pop on camera, but can't remember. I think this was 2020. I think this was last year in 2020. I'd have to look back at the video, but it's broken here. Let's get it in the camera here. It's broken here in this part. But other than that, it's a complete shoe buckle. This is probably my second most favorite find of all time. I can't remember if I got this in 2020 or 2021 at the beginning of the year, but I think it was 2020. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. No gold rings this year for me. I don't think I got any this year, did I? I think I did actually get one this year. I can't remember if my big fat gold ring was this year either. I can't remember. I think it was this year, though, that I got the big fat gold ring with initials on the inside of it in the middle of my farm field. That was definitely awesome. That was really cool. This was a real interesting find. I'll show you guys this one because this is real cool. And this is one thing that is easily looked over, I guess you can say, and really cool thing that you can actually look up the history on. Because that's one thing I love about this stuff is doing research. And this I found in my neighbor's yard. And it says Charles H. West, Arsenal Lane from Providence, Rhode Island. So all I did, and hopefully you can see that, it's pretty cool. When I first saw this and I first dug this, I thought it was just because the back is just crap. And I thought it was just a piece of junk. And I threw it in my pouch. And I think it might have been the next day that I pulled it out and I started cleaning. And I went, there's some kind of writing on here, there's script on here. I got to clean this up real good. And it cleaned up fantastic. And when I did the research for it, Charles H. West was was really well known in New England for selling used carriages. And this is a carriage tag of his that he used to go around in horse and buggy and carriages and sell used carriages to people, just like the used car market. And it was amazing because it was like, all right, I know that they saved everything back then. They tried to rebuild things or make things last, but I didn't know they had a used carriage market. You know what I mean? So that was really awesome. This is probably one of my all-time favorite finds because of that history on it. It was just really cool. Sending gold fever your way. That's right. Spread it around. Spread the gold fever everywhere. The more gold, the merrier. When I first started digging, I started off with the Ace 200. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I started off with the Ace 200. And I found a lot of things in my yard. And my house is from 1953. I started doing research, looking at old maps, and I found out who lived where I live. It was a guy named Enoch Robinson, and I live in Taunton, Massachusetts, and he was the found a carriage has a couple weeks ago from a local company. Oh, that's awesome, Joe. That's wild. Just over 3 years, Dan. About 3.5 years that I've been digging for, and so when I started going in my yard, finding stuff. So the guy that lived on my property in the mid to late 1800s, because I think he passed away in 1895, if I remember correctly. Good for the price. Yeah, it is absolutely. That's right. I remember showing you one of my first videos of. Hey, Dex, how's it going, buddy? I remember you showing you the video at the meeting of the Ace 200. That's right. Finding an Indian penny, one of the first Indian pennies I ever found in my yard. The guy that lived here, his name was Enoch Robinson, and he was the foreman for the City of Taunton Ironworks. So I found all this information about him. So when I was finding all this stuff in my yard, you can imagine when I found something like this. This was, I think this was found in my AT Pro though. And this was about 10 inches down in the front of my yard. And it's a pocket watch. And this piece comes off. And it is like almost entirely complete. And it says New Haven right here. So it was very easy for me to find out when this watch was from. And I was able to date it to 1883. So this plastic piece, everything was all together like this in the hole, about 10 inches down. It was deep. But the AT Pro is a good machine and this thing is big. So at about 1242, back in the late 1800s, this thing was lost. And knowing that guy Enoch Robinson passed away in like 1896 or so, 1895, in 1883, this could have very well been his pocket watch. And so it's cool. I mean, you got to love it. That's one of the primary things we do this for, right? The guy finding relics and finding out history, Best find I trashed with my shovel. I don't know. I'll scroll up, see if there's anything else I missed here. I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. I think the only thing I ever really hit hard and trashed with my shovel was a Washington quarter. It was a silver Washington quarter, and I scratched his whole face. I don't think I really trashed anything bad. Small marks on things here and there. Although I was at my sister's last week, and I definitely broke an old toy gun into about 5 pieces. And that was cool, and I love finding toy guns. But I got a signal, and for some reason it seemed really small, and I put the shovel right into it, and the thing broke into pieces. Yeah, you will, Dan. Keep digging. You never know. I found all the bits and bobs and pieces and covers, but this is the first one that I ever found complete, and it's actually Look, it's got like this little thing hanging out. The springs move. It's kind of wild. Like I almost think if I ever wanted to, and I don't know, but if I wanted to take it apart like completely with the screws and clean it up, it probably would work again. I know when I take a toothpick inside the gear and I move it, it does move freely after I got all the dirt out, of course. The SP35 coil. No, I have not seen that. I've not seen that. I have the SP24 in the stock coil, and that's it. I've looked into getting the big one. I think it's a 13-inch, but it's pretty expensive. It's almost the amount of the machine, you know. Eight years, you found your first Tootsie. Nice, Dan. Nice. That's awesome. I love those Tootsie cars. I love stuff like that. I'm in right now. You can't see this side, of course, but I'm in what I call my toy room. I do a lot of auctions. Well, no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say a lot of auctions. I used to do a lot of auctions. I haven't done them in a long time, but I do a lot of toy auctions. Plus, I collect a lot of stuff too, like that. I am big into collecting the Wolverine. I've always loved Marvel, always loved the Wolverine growing up. So I have a lot of Wolverine stuff in here. Spawn for comic books. So I have a bunch of Spawn comic books, stuff like that. So this is like my toy room. I come in here with the kids and we rip open Pokemon cards and stuff like that. Yes, my man cave. Man, I have other stuff. I have my guitars in here and stuff like that. I got my electric guitar, my acoustic guitar, an amplifier, stuff like that is inside here. Yeah, I haven't seen anything on that SP35. I'll be interested. I've been playing guitar for quite some time. Actually, if you look at maybe 5-6 months ago, if you go back to some of my older videos, I have the intro that I used to do that I haven't done in a while, just to cut time. I've had a lot of people comment that the intro was kind of long. It was like just over a minute, and stuff like that. So I started to cut it out, but I'm going to do something back into it again. But yeah, I've been playing guitar for, I don't know, about 26 years, but I did the intros for some of my older videos. Holy cow, that's wild, Dan. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna find, right? That's crazy. A comic book. That's something you would never think you would find there. The barn is good. I wish I had a barn or something like that. Hey NorCal, how you doing? Thanks for jumping in here. Appreciate you joining. This has been awesome. I really appreciate everyone coming on here, and it excites me. It makes me happy inside that you guys are all here. My detecting family, my YouTube family, you guys are all here, conversating with me and with each other. It's so cool, this bond we all have, and this camaraderie of everyone. It's just really neat. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, the Ace 200 is a nice machine. We were talking earlier. I mean, this is the only Conestoga bell I've ever found, and it rings real nice. This was right in the edge of my driveway, like 2 inches down. I believe I got that with the Ace 200. And I also got a Croto Bell in the very front of my driveway. It's the only whole Croto Bell I ever found. I've found maybe a couple of small pieces of bell. But yeah, the Ace 200 will find stuff. Any detector will, you got to walk over it, you know? Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that big time. Very much. Absolutely. Absolutely, Juice. Yeah, it rings good. It rings good for sure. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm more than happy to have you guys here. Really, it excites me. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I don't know if anyone has any other questions. I mean, I don't know how much longer. I'll probably be on for another 15 minutes or so, I guess. So that puts me at about an hour. So, like I said, if anybody has any questions, let me know, please. Email me. Feel free to reach out anytime. Anybody that else has some shirts or any gear and stuff, you want to exchange some stuff, I'd be more than happy. I'd probably have to order some shirts because I only got enough for myself now. I didn't want them to come out and I see them and I'm like, this shirt sucks. I don't want this shirt. But I'm pretty happy with it. And when I have my avatar one set up, I might like it better. Who knows? And some stickers, of course. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken, how you doing? Ken's one of my digging buddies here. Everyone say hi to Ken. We're gonna be going up to New York together. We're gonna be staying with him, and I'm gonna be staying with him at the campground, and we'll be digging history together, everything that we can in Plattsburgh. Absolutely, Dan. I would love that. That would be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome. I'll if you know what I mean, if you want to do some relic hunting and come to a good spot, I got tons of places. One place I haven't been to in a while actually would probably be it's in Rentham, and it's a permission that I have. That was the very first permission I ever got, and there's probably plenty of stuff still there. And I have a couple other permissions local to that area, Foxborough, Rentham, that we can hit. But my very first permission ever was a 1718 home, and that's still standing, and you know the people living in it and everything. And it's my oldest home permission to date. You know, it was my first permission. I was very lucky to get that one, and me and the owner actually became really close buddies in a way. And he was like, "You can come anytime you want. You don't even have to call me," type thing. It was really cool. Yes, Ron, I am going to Digstock. Absolutely. Me and Ken. It will be a lot of fun. Absolutely. I can't wait. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Oh, that's awesome, Ron. That's fantastic. Oh, I can't wait to meet you there. See, that's great. Yeah, definitely, Dan. Do that. Yeah, we'll double check and make sure we're on there. And we may be friends already, but I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out. We'll make sure that we are. That's all. But absolutely. We'll get out there and go digging. Yes, Bob Gagney is going to join us too, which will be awesome. So we'll have a good crew out there. Hopefully we get some great video and some good stuff. I will be posting videos from Digstock. I think that I'm going to try to maybe go live if I can, when we first kind of enter the field. So anyone who can't be there can kind of see, what it's about, how many people are there. And I might stay live right up until my first target. I mean, if I swing in for 15, 20 minutes and I haven't got a good target or anything like that, then, I'll probably just sign off. But hopefully my idea is to go live and show you guys, what it's like at Digstock, and basically hopefully find the first, whether it's trash or treasure, the first hole, the first signal that I get, we dig together. Cumberland Campground. Okay. I didn't even know the name of it, Ken. call you the curb strip king, get the beef. I have I've done a little bit of curb stripping, and all I ever really found was modern change. But I did it in a real old area of the city of New Bedford, where I did like a little patches one time. I found a lot of modern change. That was it. I did go to Pound the Ground, Ron. Yes, I did. That was a fun time. Oh, nice, a carved bullet on your first one. Holy cow! Mine was definitely a piece of junk because I didn't dig a whole lot there of good stuff. Anyhow, I did get one pewter button which looked to have a number on it that looked like it was dated 18. I could see like a couple numbers, and that is it. The thing is wiped. So I did find that button, and it might be here. I'm not sure because I did bring some other finds with me, but it was never really 100% identifiable to say it was, you know, a War of 1812 button or anything like that. And that was about it for me. I dug like a pewter foot to like a table or something like that, and I dug a lot of trash. I actually went out to one field with my fiance and another buddy, and grass was really tall, but no one was out there. So we were trying to dig it, and we couldn't really find much over there. But I did see a lot of people getting a bunch of great things, that's for sure. One of my good friends that I dig with a lot, Gopher Gracie, he found a large scent really fast when we were there, and tons of other people got great stuff, of course. Yeah, I should have brought the weed whacker, Ken. The horse piece, which the horse? When the horse piece. So that must be like a little teeny horse figure like that I found. Well, not a figure, but it was like went on something. If you're talking to me about the horse piece, unless there's something else, but yeah, I think it was. Is that the one from like my first Simplex video where I found this little horse, and I think I found a large scent and Indian scent. Yeah, that had to have been what it was. Yeah, that was my very, and it's funny because I just found a dragon that was just like the horse, and in a completely different area. But yeah, that was actually a club hunt that I found that little horse, and that was the first time I got to use my Simplex, and that was just after Pound the Ground, because I got my Simplex from Pound the Ground. Absolutely, Ken. Absolutely, I agree. It's getting to meet. That's what I was saying that earlier. Just getting to meet everybody. Yeah, that sounds right, Dan. October 4th. Yeah, that sounds right. I that was a good time actually. Um, you were there, Ken, too. That was at the old Powder House. I believe you were there. Yeah, the old Powder House that we went to for our club hunt. Um, Thank you. You have a great night as well. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. I appreciate it. Yep. Yep, you were there. Yeah, we that was a good hunt. But yeah, it's not always about the finds. It is definitely about the journey too. It's just cool to go there and take a few days and watch, detect this land that you really couldn't that much, or ever. Carol broke out the Simplex. Carol said, "Break out the Simplex." I tell you what, I have it over here next to me. It's an amazing machine. I really, truly love this Simplex. Like I said, I started off with the Ace 200, and I found tons of great stuff with that. basically I use it around my yard. I went to a few other places with it, but I use it around my yard, and really quickly I was like, I need to get a different one. I want to get the AT Pro. I want to get something waterproof. So I wound up getting the AT Pro. And then basically I had tickets for a drawing for a free simplex at Pound the Ground. My fiance and I left early, so I gave somebody that was from our detecting club the tickets, and I said, hey, do me a favor. I said, I really want that simplex. If we win, we'll work something out. So sure as crap, he won. So he was like, I have no idea if it was my ticket, your ticket. And I said, that's fine, dude. He picked it up. He brought it home. I think I gave him $100 for it or something like that. And, for bringing it back. And I love it. It's a deep machine. It is just like, it's crazy how sensitive it is. And even in trashy areas, when you swing real slow and stuff, it's almost like it's a little coil. But it's an 11-inch coil. It's pretty big, It does have incredible recovery speed. I love it. Yeah. It's great on separation. Nice Technetics. That's a nice machine for sure. But yeah, hopefully, she finds some good stuff with it. Hopefully you find some good stuff, and we all do. But the simplex, I'm gonna get a sip of water. I really love the simplex. I love that it's rechargeable. I love the fact of how light it is. I had no problem swinging an AT Pro for 5 hours, 6 hours. No problem with it. But when I swung this thing, it's a breeze. It's so much lighter than the AT Pro. I love all the features it has. It's a deep machine. I've dug quite a bit of deep stuff, 10 inches, 8, 10, 12 inches, no problem. I think one of the deepest coins I ever got with that was an 1865 Indian penny that was about 11 inches down. And that took me by surprise, that coin, because I got that real deep in a modern baseball field, where all I ever found in this place was modern change. And that was it. Sometimes I find a pendant or something like that. But that was mostly it. And then all of a sudden I got this, and I don't think it even had a VDI. I think it was so deep I could just barely hear the sound, the tone. And I said, it sounds good, but it's not showing a VDI. I dug it, and it was like an 11-inch Indian cent, which was awesome. CTX 3030 would be real nice, Dan. That's an awesome machine for sure. All right, get the beep out. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming out. Have a great night. I thank you so much for coming. I truly do. This has been awesome. This is, and Ken's on here too. He missed the last club meeting. We're in the same club, the Silver City Treasure Seekers. But I did put a post on Facebook on the Treasure Seekers page. This last meeting we had last week, just so everybody knows here, I have put in to run for president of the club, of our metal detecting club, the Silver City Treasure Seekers. So hopefully I become the president. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, I'm into it. You know what I mean? I love the metal detecting, love the, history, everything we find. The people, this and that. So Chris for president, Ken, you got it. I don't know. I've in some ways, since I started as a member of the club, I don't know. I've seen some things that maybe could use some help here and there, or some things that, could just use some sprucing up. I don't know. Sometimes just going to a meeting, you don't I do have the passion. Absolutely. I absolutely do. Um, I think there's a lot of things that maybe we're missing or things that we can do to make it a more exciting night for everybody. We do a lot of giveaways at our meetings and stuff like that, silver rounds and stuff like that. I don't know. I have some ideas that I have thought about. Should I become president of the club? And I'm hoping to. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Ken loves his knocks. Ken absolutely loves his knocks, and I have swung one once just for a little while, and it's a nice machine. I mean, I swung it for a short bit of a few minutes. You know what I mean? But it finds iron just like everything else too. But it's a great machine for sure. I am very, very interested to see what Nocta Macro is coming out with their simultaneous multi-frequency machine that is supposed to be coming out soon. I tried messaging DLEC from Nocta Macro to see if they were going to have one of those at Digstock, but they're not. She said no. She just simply said no, we are not. But I was hoping that she would, that they would have one there, Nocta Macro, but I'll just have to wait till it comes out and see how it is. But I think it's going to compare very much to that machine. All right, Juice. Have a good night, brother. Thank you so much for coming in. Hats off to you too. I appreciate it. I've had my hat on for a while. Appreciate everybody coming out. I'm going to get off here in probably 2 minutes. So if anyone else has anything else, any questions, we probably have, about almost 3 minutes. So about 2.5 minutes on here, and then we're going to sign off for the night. But this has been awesome. I love you guys for all coming here. I really do. I appreciate it so much. And as soon as I hit Digstock, I will be going up on Facebook, on YouTube, actually, YouTube Live, Saturday morning. And hopefully you guys will be able to get to see it. And I'll definitely be, keeping the videos coming. You guys, everyone that's on here that makes videos, you keep it coming too, because I love supporting everybody, love supporting each other. I enjoy watching your stuff. I don't know. I'm very fortunate to live in New England, where I am in Massachusetts, where there's a lot of old history. So, I do love relic hunting, and to see some of the stuff that you guys do that I don't do, like beach hunting and stuff like that. I don't do much beach hunting. It makes me want to do it sometimes a little bit more, to find a nice gold chain or some rings or something like that. It's not as easy to find that in the woods and on fields, of course. But I love watching your videos. You guys all find awesome stuff. You all make great videos that you really enjoy watching. Because there's definitely some channels that, I've seen that I really just don't care for some of the video footage or the way people are. I will tell you that, in all honesty, everybody here is awesome people. And you guys are just all amazing, really. And I feel very lucky to have all you guys here watching, joining this video with me. I appreciate it so much. Good night, Ken. I just noticed you said good night. Good night. Get to sleep. Get some rest. We got tomorrow night, then we're on our way bright and early to New York. Yeah, Ken, you've probably seen Ken in a couple of my videos too, because I know we've done a few videos together where he's been out there with me and, digging across the street with me, and another place up here. Actually, we had one video. Yeah, you can do that as well too. Yeah. We went to one of my smaller sheep farm permissions, and Ken absolutely found this crazy spill of costume jewelry that there was just so much. It was amazing. It was really cool, and it was quite the spread of stuff. So, all right, I guess I'm going to be signing off here now. We've been just over an hour, so thank you guys so much for hanging in there. I truly appreciate it. Love you guys all for coming here. Good luck to you, Joe, at Digstock as well. Hopefully, anyone going to Digstock, let's keep in touch with each other and meet each other there. I would absolutely love it. Dan will definitely keep in touch. Okay, awesome. Yeah, Dan, we'll keep in touch, and one of these days we'll meet up. Like I said, I've got a few places in like Rentham, Foxborough area that would be, it might be even a little more than halfway for you anyhow, but it would be a good meeting point. And I have like 4 different places around there that we can go to. So, yeah, absolutely. So, peace out, guys. Thank you so very much for joining me, Wicked Digger here. And we'll talk to you guys all soon. And I'll be watching your videos, and I'll be getting some more done for you guys this weekend as soon as we hit Digstock. So, thank you so much. Appreciate it. 2 hours, that's not too bad, Dan. All right, not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, if you're willing to do it sometime, we'll keep in touch, and we'll get together and do that. All right, brother? Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.